Mr. Leggeri, I want to congratulate you for the excellent way you conduct your duties. You have my encouragement and my support, and your colleagues as well. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was asked to come and speak here today, I accepted this invitation with enthusiasm, I would say. I wanted to address directly to the professionals of border management, if I can call you like this. Because at this moment, we are at an important crossroad for the future of European borders. As you all know, this year we celebrate 30 years of existence of the Schengen Agreement, 20 years of the practical implementation of Schengen, and 10 years of the existence of Frontex agency. The creation of Frontex 10 years ago was the outcome, was the result of a common endeavor to strengthen the controls at the external borders in order to allow persons to cross the internal borders between Schengen states without border control. If you ask me, I believe this is one of the biggest achievements ever of the European Union, as it touches upon the daily life of our citizens. Some amongst us will certainly remember the old days when we were stopped at every border when going on holidays. I remember when I was a student, early 1970s, I decided to travel around Europe on an Interrail ticket. Maybe the older ones remember that. With $150, you could cross the whole Europe. I remember when I came back to Athens, I had to replace my passport because it was full of stamps. Now I don't need a passport. My identity card is enough. That's why I say it's a great achievement. It has brought closer the European citizens from the one top of Europe to the other. So we must protect it and defend it. And I think I can speak on behalf of everyone that we intend to keep this freedom in the future. Strong and secure external borders remains, however, a prerequisite for the free circulation of persons. To defend this freedom, we need to take some bold decisions to address migratory challenges. That is what the Commission adopted on the 13th of May, a European agenda on migration. This agenda is not an emergency response, as some might say. It is a strategy that will lead us forward in the next 5 to 10 years. With the recent dramatic, tragic events in the Mediterranean, we have witnessed that the management of external borders increasingly becomes a shared responsibility. Frontex, as coordinator, is asked and will play an essential role in its implementation. To address the crisis in the Mediterranean, the capacity and assets for the Frontex joint operation Triton and Poseidon, as you know, were tripled for 2015 and 2016. Triton and Poseidon are therefore the biggest maritime joint operations ever coordinated by Frontex, both in terms of the budget allocated and the number of assets deployed. We all know that every crisis will be different, but the European Union needs to heed the lesson and be prepared to act in anticipation of a crisis, not just in reaction. I believe the overall effectiveness would be improved through greater cooperation. To address emergency situations, we are proposing hotspot teams to give support on the ground to member states where the pressure is worst. In this context, Frontex will help member states by coordinating the return of irregular migrants. Responding to crisis is one thing. Anticipating crisis is much more effective. Therefore, the identification of risk trends is increasingly necessary for effective operational preparedness. The rollout of Eurosur has provided a good model on which to build. Eurosur should be used to the full by all civilian and military authorities with the responsibility for maritime border surveillance. Managing our borders more efficiently also implies making better use of the opportunities offered by modern and state-of-the-art IT systems and technologies. The EU today has also 3 large-scale IT systems, the use of which can bring benefits to border management. A new phase will come with the Smart Borders initiative. It will increase the efficiency of border management and it will facilitate border crossings for the large majority of bona fide third countries travellers. At the same time, smart borders will strengthen the fight against irregular migration by creating a record of all cross-border movements by third country nationals, fully respecting proportionality. Moreover, while the European Union has common rules on return, it lacks effective operational cooperation. Frontex is currently offering considerable support to member states, but its mandate must be reinforced to increase its capacity to provide comprehensive operational assistance. Next year, in 2016, the Commission will finally work together with you to come to a kind of Union standard for border management. This should cover all aspects of the Union's external border management at EU level and is also connected to serious security challenges. The development of high standards inside the European Union will make it easier for Europe to support third countries developing their own solutions to better manage their borders. Initiatives in key African and neighbourhood countries could be supported by the Frontex agency in the framework of technical assistance projects. For what concerns the relations with third countries, the goal should be to encourage more secure borders, but also to strengthen the capacity of countries in North Africa to intervene and save lives of migrants in distress. The ongoing evaluation of Frontex activities should also identify the limitations and shortcomings that will have to be addressed in the medium and long-term development of the agency. When speaking about the future of border management, one of the issues that we will explore is the possible creation of a European system of border guards. I don't hide my personal feelings. I'm supporting this idea. I believe it will be a very useful tool in our hands. To conclude, I would like to express my gratitude to those who have elaborated the Schengen system, to those who have implemented it, and to those who are building now new initiatives to develop it further. We are living today in a European context of stability with rights and freedoms. But we should not forget that other people in other parts of the world, not far away from the European Union, are fleeing from war and conflicts. The work we are doing together is not only beneficial for the freedom of our citizens, it should also address the needs of those seeking protection in the European Union. Let us keep this in mind when we work together to keep the success of free circulation within the European Union based on well-managed and secure external borders. Ladies and gentlemen, this meeting here in Warsaw coincides with a new beginning for Frontex. Frontex coming out, enjoying our respect, our trust and our support. And after what we announced some days ago in Brussels, I believe you share these feelings with me. Frontex is going to be one of the most important European institutions in front of all these challenges that we are confronting during these days. I wish you a great success to your endeavors, and I'm waiting the outcome of this meeting. It will be very useful for me in my effort to support you in your mission. Thank you very much.